Today we're at Port Sydney Marina. I am Sean Dunand with Freedom Marine. We have the privilege today to introduce to you a 2018 Hanse 455, the flag blue hull, teak decks, bow and stern thrusters, in-mast furling with a full batten main. We just got in from sailing. It sails beautifully and you can do it on your own. I look forward to showing you this boat. If you're not familiar with the Hanse brand, Hanse does what's called the easy sailing concept. And they've done a lot of great design to make larger boats or even smaller boats all accessible and easier to sail by one person. All the lines run back to clutches and winches, accessible from the helm. I don't have to leave the wheel to do it. It's all right here. On this one, we happen to have them electric, which makes it even easier. You don't have to be strong to run this boat. You just have to do things in the correct sequence. One of the main bonuses of that is your guests or your crew can enjoy the cockpit, relax, have their feet up, and not have to be interfered with sailing in the boat, and the skipper's not interfered with the people relaxing on the boat. It's a win-win. Your guests can participate anytime they want. So one of the great features that Hanse and Daler use, both of them are owned by Hanse Group, is the companionway boards are integral. You can secure it with a fairly heavy lock, and when you do open them, they self-store by dropping. So you just drop them straight down, they're tucked away in the well out of the way, and you're good to go. One of the cockpit features I like, Hanse's been doing for a long time, when you open it up here, you've got a little lens to let some light into the aft cabins. Above it, you've got an opening hatch, which also lets air into the aft cabins. And on top of that, you get these little storage compartments where you can keep your sunglasses, cell phones, that type of thing. So this Hanse 455 is a 3-cabin layout. You get a very generous primary berth forward or primary stateroom. You get the Island Queen berth with access to both sides, a separate shower and head compartment, and good-sized twin aft cabins. You've got a folding table that will turn out to a dining table. To do that, you just slide your ottoman or your seat out, flip over the center console that holds all your cubbies and your drinks, turns to a flat surface, table flips out, and now you have dining for 6. So one more feature of the table is inside the table stand, you've got a storage, and it's a designated bottle storage for 6 bottles in there, whether it's wine or spirits. And up top, you do have the glass holders to keep them from sliding off the table, a little catch-all for your cell phones. Another Hanse long-lived feature is the suction cup. Why we have that? All the floors are done flush, and so your floor accesses don't have any keyholes or latches that are going to get full of dirt and grime. They just stay smooth and clean. It gives you access to many of the floor hatches for equipment, just visual inspection. And there's a treat in the galley below the sole. There you pop it up, and there's a designated wine rack where you keep the good bottles. We are up on the coach roof on the foredeck of this Hanse. And there's a few things I'd like to point out to you. One of them is the self-tacking jib setup. You've got a track going back and forth here. So once your sails are set to windward and you're tacking back and forth, you just have to steer the wheel. You don't even have to touch the lines. Very efficient. And again, the easy sailing concept. The Hanse 455 was the last series where you could get a Genoa track. So you could put a 105 foresail on there if you want to be a bit more racy upwind. And then going forward, again, wide, expansive deck, lots of hatches to let light in down below. But up forward, we have a large sail locker. There's a large storage compartment that can be configured however you'd like to use it. In behind that storage compartment is a collision bulkhead. So if you're out at sea and you ran into something difficult like a container or a piece of dock, you do have the security of a watertight bulkhead protecting the rest of the vessel. Another of the positive attributes you get with a Hanse yacht, they schedule heavy equipment. Your mast from Selden sells all kinds of masts and booms, but they spec it to a nice heavy weight, really overdone, which is comfortable when you've got such a large main-driven boat. And when you look at the size of the gooseneck and the size of your blocks and the depth of the mast, it'll give you confidence that this is a Class A ocean sailing boat.